EduFarma news lovers. Today we broadcast a special episode from zoo located in Zamość. Who would have guessed that our correspondents would get a chance to encounter and talk with such outstanding guests? Let's connect with our first correspondent.
Good morning. We are today with Christina that she doesn't have one feeder. Of certain June day, Peacock Christina, on the way to the city, stuck in Gerdlock. At the estuary, came across the wild anaconda with general the speed on motorbike. Suddenly started running in her direction in order to take her feeders away. To avoid the disaster, she started fluttering her wings to fly away. Suddenly, the surge out, she hit on the trunk and she broke the feeder. Mrs., what do you think of animals being raised in captivity?
I think that it's leading to extinction of species. It also stops redressing the natural balance. We must start taking care of natural habitat. Then they will have place to live.
It's the king of our zoo. His name is Leo. He was rescued from hunter's hands who wanted to take him as a hunting trophy. As you can see, he is a couch potato because he sleeps 20 hours per day. To keep strangers at a safe distance from his territory, from time to time he pronounced roar which can be heard within a radius of 10 kilometers. What is the difference between a pet and wild animals?
There's a huge difference. First of all, pet doesn't have to hunt and has everything on a plate. Wild animals need to put a lot of effort in hunting. We, wild animals, are more independent, not like pets whose life totally depends on their owners.
Good morning! Today we are having a special mind-blower visitor. Uranus actors a brown bird Dimitri deriving from Russia. Unfortunately, his flight wasn't as fortunate as everybody fancied that. Dimitri, with his at the third side friend Ivanov, a dog breed York, which is his twice removed cousin, have run away from circus located in Middle Russia. To be flaring at all cylinders, they were extracted, tortured, blackjacked to amuse onlookers. Whereas Pileup, a roadhog, had a puncture and had knocked down Dimitri and hit and run, Dimitri and Ivanov have a close shave. It is said that Dimitri muzzle velocity about 60 km per hour. Dimitri, do you think that the most important thing by which psychopaths can be recognized is their attitude towards animals?
Yes. Obviously, yes. Mind you, those psychopaths, before chasing human, they try on us, on animals. So if someone treats us badly, they might be a psychopath.
Hello! Today we are with Zofia. Zofia is four-toed tortoise. She's curious about new adventures. One day she went to wander to fence, but she couldn't swim, so she started drawing. Thankfully to our volunteers who helped her, she survived. Zofia, what do you think about going to safari?
I think I would be bad apple there. I wouldn't entirely fit. Personally, I prefer areas with more greenery, where I'm able to hide in shadow.
Welcome. I can perform you a Taiwan snake Titus. Find in our zoo a ray of hope for a better life. When he exists in China, near to Town Village, he thought that the earthquake is the worst thing what a snake can experience. But now he knows that being white elephant of human is more horrible.
Today we have the honor of running across the one and only Madison the llama. She inquired to be brought here on account of the exhaustion and the tedium she experienced every day in Argentina. Madison couldn't suffer fool's gladly anymore since she wasn't treated like a queen. You, our dear viewers, ought to be aware that Madison's ancestors during the reign of the Incas were worshipped like divinities. But the tough times came, and Madison was as cool as cucumber, but she was browned off, and here she is. Since you spent lots of time among different people, would you like to share your opinion with us? Do you think it is a good pattern in general to judge people by their attitude towards animals? Explain why.
Oh, I certainly agree with that statement. Due to the fact that I don't have a mind like a sieve, I remember two types of breeder I had a chance of late death. One time, I paddled my own canoe. After time, I was as clean as a new pin and lived in an apple pie order. In first situation, I had to deal with fancier who treated me either like a toy or craft animal. On the other farm, I felt like a member of the family because my owner got on like a house on fire with me. Despite lie, always talk 19 to the dozen, I will always talk reminiscently of lion with a smile on my fuzzle.
Hello everyone! It is a giraffe named Grażyna. She had a dream to be a ballet dancer. While stretching, she stuttered and could not move, so a crane had to lift her. While lifting, her neck was stretched. Until then, her vertebrae are 30 centimeters long. That's how she became the highest animal in the world. Grażynka, would you like to be so kind to tell us a short story about your ancestors?
I will tell you a story, but a sad one. Years ago, my ancestors were often killed to collect and sell their tails and hides. The tails were considered to be good luck charms by many. Fortunately, times have changed, so others of my species don't suffer.
Hello, it is Tomasz. He is a camel. His species is endangered of extinction. He was held by our volunteers. He was living in an area where earthquakes occur. Thanks to their humps filled with fat, he could outlast way to Poland. It testifies he's resilient, like also that when they don't have grass and other plants, they can eat literally everything, for example strings. Do some natural disasters occur repeatedly in the same area?
Obviously, it is the feature of nature. It depends on geological and weather conditioning. Consequently, weather disasters such as hurricanes can occur even a couple of times a year.
Let me introduce Teresa. She is a zebra. She is from Southwest Africa, where lots of her family members have died because of current war, what provoked her to escape. She hit the road searching for water. I suggest our viewers look carefully at her coloration because it's one in his kind. Do you think it's acceptable to eat meat?
No, personally I think preposterous. Everyone has a right to be alive. We should not disturb other in being because all of these reasons I'm a herbivore.
Hi, it's Lynx Bogush. He shot lost his family. He had no place to go, so he ended up off the beaten track. He felt like was thrown to the lions because hunters made his tribal mates tied off arrive here not to feel abandoned. Do you think people should wear fur coats?
It is undisputedly immoral that some of us have to suffer for pleasure of others. I have nothing more to add.
Hello, next animal came from North America. His name is George and he is raccoon. He came here because in USA people don't like when someone romps in the garbage and steals their food. He was also an actor in many famous YouTube videos. Now, let's ask him some questions. George, why did you steal food from those cats?
It wasn't me. I didn't steal anything. I'm not going to answer stupid questions.
But we can clearly see that that was you. Okay, it's probably end of our interview, because George offended us.
Thank you, guys. All those stories were very traumatizing, but I guess that's all for today. Hope to see you soon.